Oh, Mark here. Let's just get to a few stories of today's clown world. We live in this upside down world where violence isn't violence, words are violence, and somehow silence is violence. Breaking the mob planning to take over. Okay, so I don't want to touch upon it because it's been touched upon till death. At this point, they're terrorists. They should be shot. Okay, I think most Americans have just flipping had it. Right, this is by the Post Millennium. This is by Ari Hoffman. This is real a little bit, but I'm just gonna tie it to a couple other stories here. Following the surrender of the East Precinct of the police department. See again, this is what happens when you take away authority, right? These people have this idea: if the army gets disbanded, disarmed, peace will happen across the world. They live in fairyland. There's only they think they can create utopia on Earth. They're insane. They're insane people who perform evil actions. When you burn things, you destroy property that's not yours. You should be shot on the streets. Sorry. It's tiresome. This stuff is just flipping tiresome. Okay, the tribe, whatever they support, this whole communist agenda is just enough. You shoot communists on the street, okay? I'm tired of this. I won't read too much into this, but it's going to tie into other things right now, right? So this leads me into this next story. This is by The Blaze, right? News photographer attacked by protests crippling down statues. Again, they won't stop with Seattle. They're going to move to other cities if you don't put a bullet in them at this point, okay? Alright? They're evil communists supported by the corporations, supported by some politicians, supported by the CCP, funded by those who just want to see things burn. The people out there simply want to see things burn. Okay? When women don't have families, don't have kids to take care of, they become unproductive and support stuff like this. Okay, stuff like this to support nonsense, irresponsibility in the neighborhoods, irresponsibility. No, I'm dig done. Okay, I'm not. No, Black lives do not flipping matter to me at this point. It don't. Okay, I hate flipping cliches. I hate flipping like, what's it called? Like those non-thinking catchphrases. Yeah, I hate catchphrases because nobody thinks with a catchphrase. I hate catchphrases. I'm against. That's what I'm against. I'm against flipping catchphrases. In news, local. This is by Carlos Garcia. A local news reporter said his photographer was attacked as protest. Again, they're committing acts of violence. They took down Christopher Columbus statue and threw it in the lake. What a bunch of little pieces of. Again, when you don't have symbols to defend, when you don't have kids, you don't care. And it's very dangerous because this is how you allow bad people to take over. Alright, Christopher Columbus is a symbol to millions out there, okay? Alright? In the past 20 years, it became fashionable to attack everything that built the Western civilization. Because again, we're in the third generation of indoctrination. Again, indoctrination has been here from the communists since the late 60s, early 70s. They pushed in the education system first, and then in Hollywood, then the socialites, the politicians, and they get promoted not because they're brilliant or smart or merit, because of their the words that support the agenda. Okay, so all this ties into what's going on, right? When you destroy symbols, symbols are important. Symbols give you a belief system. Okay, and it will not stop at Columbus. Okay, wait till the feminists find out, because the feminists aren't too bright. They simply just take orders from people above them. Wait till they find out that Martin Luther King was chasing white women down the hallways of hotels. Okay? Wait till they find that aspect out. He's gone too. That little CIA ass, it's gone. The continent is built on the blood and bones of our ancestors. But nah, your ancestors lost everything. Built off the backs and sweat of tears, the blood of bones of Africans. Nah, they weren't bright enough to do anything in civilization. Bolin said in a crowd, I hate to say it like that, but sometimes you just have to be real with people. Like when you lie about things, you watch the fifis. stuff like this happens. Okay, people have to know what they are sometimes in history. Look, you accomplish nothing for a reason. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you just it's just for whatever reason, genetics, culture, you're never able to do anything. Okay. All right. I can't stand victimhood. Right. Victimhood now it gives power. I remember back in college, I used to these girls used to support the victim narratives. I couldn't figure it out, but I think it's just because again it's partially because life is so easy. It's also because they want something to fight against because again life is so easy, but they want power. You know the easiest way to get power is to join a group that's violent. Believe it or not, yeah, that's the way it is. Especially in America, where it's very peaceful compared to most parts of the world. America's become too peaceful. Yeah. When you see cops not shooting communists, shooting people who burn, you become too peaceful of a society and giving certain people too much leeway. Okay? What's gonna happen is going to create probably a two-tier system where certain demographics, urban demographics, can't follow the rules, so the cops will simply stop arresting them. Okay? Because there's something genetic or cultural there. Okay? I'm gonna leave this here because I want to touch upon two. I'm gonna try to tie a couple more in, maybe one more in. Right. So this is China, right? China's communist removes hundreds of crosses from churches in crackdown campaign. Okay. The point of this is where it's headed. Okay. All right. A good book on history, not book. A good movie is Book of Eli, right? Again, they'll stop they've already started digital book burning. Okay. They've been doing it for years now. This is why I preach to my friends, but not smart enough. Get physical copies of everything, right? Again, I have a bunch of like again, they're urban youths I grew up with, and they don't. Again, they it matches everything I taught in the school system. They just don't have the brains, man. There's something genetic there, and I hate to say it like that, but it's just there is something genetic there that they can't understand the world around them. This is what I believe, right? People just some people just aren't meant to understand. Like women aren't meant to understand, okay? And sometimes urban youths they just aren't meant to understand, you know? That's the best way I can say it. Okay, they don't understand what they're doing. They're not capable of understanding. You know. Anyway, this is very scary. This is by Steve Warren. This is by CBN News, right? This will come. Okay, people think not it will not. It will come. Okay, they're gonna start banning even more movies and just going with it. I'm not gonna touch upon Gone with the Wind. It has been touched to death already. It should never be. Again, these corporations are very complicit. They have communists on their very boards. Don't think that they don't. They do. Okay? These people are placed there for this very reason, okay? I theorize at this point they're going after the lowest common denominators in society, those who can't accomplish, those who are less capable, okay? Right? Just look who can't think for themselves, be it race or gender, okay? I'm just gonna say that. That's who the communists target, okay? That's a strategy by the communists, okay? It's like you take the weakest link. That's the key, right? You take the weakest link in society and you destroy them. Okay, this is why this single parenting homes and the single motherhood stuff has just collapsed a certain community. Okay, let's read a little bit. I'm basically done, but I'm just gonna read a little bit here. While still in the middle of the Delhi outbreak, okay, they'll blame white people for this. Oh, sorry, this is communist China. Oops. China's communist regime waged more relentless persecution against Christian congregations. Again, one of the things that fight, the biggest thing that fights communism is religion. Communism is anti-religion. It does not seek a god. They're their own god. Okay, and as you know in through history, man cannot be their own gods. Okay, it always leads to societal and civilization collapse. Okay. Bitter winter reports Ahui province authorities removed more than 250 crosses from buildings owned and approved by three self churches in Luan, Maochuan, and Hubei, and other cities in eastern part of the province. Okay, so we know what's going on here. Okay, all Christian symbols. What fights communism oppression is Christianity. Okay, not Antifa members. Okay, not these Black Lives Matter a-holes. Okay, not these white left people. Right? They are the communists. They are the anti-religious people. Okay. The historic Guai Church, located in the center of Anhuai's Phuang City, is a state-run Protestant church whose membership has been meeting there for 124 years. On April 1st, 10 officials from the City Religious Affairs Bureau, Public Security Bureau, and other government departments came to the church to oversee removals of the cross. I'm going to put a exclamation mark there, a period, whatever, that's it. I'm going to stop reading there. It's coming, okay? It's not going to stop with just movies. Eventually, going to take down like Seinfeld, Friends, Married with Children. Dari probably took down All in the Family. Honestly, again, I don't watch TV. I assume it's not shown anymore. Archie Bunker was a real flippin' hero, man. For those who don't know, Too Young, it was a great show that Archie Bunker was like this real man's man, and he just called it like it is. You know, in Black Neighbor movement, he's like, his mouth dropped, you know, and it's just great stuff, you know. They'll come for that too if they haven't already, like they've come for the Confederate flag again. It's a symbol, okay? When you take away symbols, people won't fight anymore. It's what communism does. Take away the cross and nobody would care. Okay, you need something to fight against communism. You need a symbol. Okay, you need like kids in marriage. That's why the left falls, because they don't have that. They don't have kids. They worship the ground that they walk on, essentially. They worship their own ground, licking the boots of the oppressed to virtue signal their virtues. Alright, take care. Share, say, subscribe, thumbs up. They're scum. Bye.